We'll be trying to address people that are underprivileged. Us have the wrong passport, so some of us still want to go to Japan, but they don't know how. Hello, Parashina here. I'm an artist living in Japan, and I make videos about life, travel, art, chill life, relaxing, and how to enjoy everything all the time. I try to anyway. So today, let's jump to the video. We're going to talk about work visa in Japan. So if you want to come and live in Japan, you will need a visa. I will not be talking about the obvious visa, like the student visa, because I will be trying to address people that are underprivileged in this case. People are always talking on the internet about the best way to come to Japan is a student visa. I agree, but not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. And not everybody is from an English-speaking country that is so easy for them to apply for an ALT job. It's the reality. Some of us are underprivileged, some of us have the wrong passport, so some of us still want to go to Japan, but they don't know how. This is what I'm going to do. This is the video today, and this is what we're going to talk about. Okay, let's start. Work visa. The most famous one and the most common one is humanitarian engineering visa. So this visa is very useful, very common, and I think it's the best for people like us because it will help you get the job, and it has a wide range that you can actually navigate through to get the proper job. From the engineering visa, like let's say you come here as a teacher, you find an IT job, you can change without the hassle of modifying, except you have to understand that this one has 3 categories under it, which means the engineering, specialist in humanitarian, and international service. So you will need to check with your employer, because let's say, I don't know, you work as an English teacher and then you want to change to an IT again. These 2 jobs are completely different from each other, and because they're different, you need to check if you need any kind of notification. Generally speaking, navigating this is really easy. You just go, you tell them, hey, I'm changing job, and if you need any sort of updates, they will tell you, otherwise you're good. But keep in mind, because we're foreigner, it's always best to stay as transparent as possible. So, humanitarian visa. This one is not very difficult, but you will need a sponsor. You will always need a sponsor. But this one actually allows you to work in private schools, private kindergarten, after school programs like clubs, game centers, language learning, and you can also work in industries like tourism. You can work in industries like hotels, like you can work in hotels. Of course, you need to understand that you will need specific type of requirement for each job, but the most common requirement for this type of visa is university degree. You will need a university degree in all cases. So if you have one, congratulations. If you do not have one, work on that. It's the best. It's the only way, actually. You cannot have, it's by the government, it is not legal to get this visa without a university degree. So, and I kind of recommend going to this one, because if you go to this one, you get this visa. Of course, it always depends on your sponsor. You can navigate, let's say you work today in a preschool, your contract is over, you're done, and you'll find another dispatch company, and they will willing to hire you, but they cannot sponsor you because they're small, whatever. You can just jump jobs. That's perfect. And let's say you work in Aikawa and you want to jump to another Aikawa, or you want to work here, you want to go to the city. It's doable. It's not as restricting as the next one. The next one is instructor visa. Instructor visa is a little bit annoying because one, you can only get it if you have 12 years of education in the language you're going to teach. Oh yeah, mostly here mostly they require English teaching jobs. So if you are not from an English speaking country, or at least you studied in an English speaking country, but if you did study in an English speaking country, I mean, that means you're good enough, you don't need me. you will get these jobs like ALT, like JET program, like Nova, these companies, this big company that sponsor ALTs in Japan. ALT, technically you need an instructor visa. Some will hire you as an ALT, but you will have a different name. You can be an ALT, but it always depends on the company. Do they like in their system? Do they sponsor instructor visa, or are they willing to sponsor humanitarian specialist visa? Because if they are not willing, it's useless. Don't waste your time. Ask. You just ask. If you want to not waste time, tell them, I don't think I'm eligible to this one. I have this. Am I eligible to this one? I don't know. Are you willing to sponsor me the humanitarian instead of the instructor visa? It depends. Entertainer visa. This one is so difficult to get. Because you really need to be a professional entertainer back in your home country to get this one here in Japan, which means you have to be a musician, an actual musician, have proof of working as a musician, already been a model. You have to be already worked in an entertainment industry, TV, things like this. And this is really narrow for specific type of people, not people that have been working their whole life and want to come here. But if you're an entertainer back home, you can be an entertainer in Japan. Keep in mind, the language barrier in this case can be a problem because you're going to entertain the Japanese people. So yeah, keep that in mind. Unless you are hired to entertain the foreigners in Japan, it's a really small percentage of people. So good luck. The next one is skilled labor. So this one is specific. Technically speaking, you do not need a university degree, but it depends on what kind of job you're going to do, because this falls under the umbrella of plumbers, nurses, technician, people who work in ports, people who work in transport, people who work in shipping, all of this. But even if you do not have, let's say, you do not need or have the university degree, you're going to need a specific type of skills. Let's say you're a plumber back home. You have, 10 years working as a plumber. You used to have your own plumbing service. You worked in a company, and now you want to come here in Japan and work there. You can. It's really not very difficult as long as you get a company that will sponsor you for that, because you already have a skill for that. Keep in mind, there has been recently a lot of trouble with this one. And I'm not talking about not the Japanese government problem, I'm talking about the people problem. So it has been on the internet circulating a while now, but apparently some people are taking advantage of foreigners coming in Japan and working under this specific visa, skilled labor visa, because apparently the contract is so restricting, it's insane, and the salary is not that big. Apparently you are stuck in a 5 years, 3 years contract. You cannot change if you get another opportunity. Some people don't mind that, some people do mind that. Sometimes people will not get paid. I saw on the internet a case where there was a lady that sued her employer because he will not pay her. It is not fun to look at, not really good look on Japan, the government trying its best to keep this situation under control, but human being, if they find somebody that is vulnerable, they will take advantage of him. And I'm not talking specifically about Japanese, I'm talking about humans. That's humans, men, women, Japanese or not, no matter what you are, the nationality, that's how people are. Sometimes some people are evil. Please be careful. Please be careful. Please know your rights. Like, you have the right of days off. You have the right for the break time, lunch break time. You have the right not to sign anything you don't want to. You have the right to understand that the fact that they will ask you for compensation if you, let's say, quit early or leave, that is illegal. It has been done to me. They made me sign a contract that I did not like, and it's illegal. Please be careful. People can be evil. I won't go to details. But sometimes people will do everything and anything to take advantage of the workers and keep them under, like, let's say, tight grip. Here's the thing. In Japan, there is this entitlement. Yes, I'm talking about Japanese people specifically in this case. Entitlement from the employer to the employee. That if you work for me, it's like I own you. Some kind of shit. It sucks. And it's out of subject. But still, it's really important because it's not just directed to foreigners, it's directed to their own people. The employer has the entitlement to the employee. They feel like, you work for me, I give you a job, so I own you, so you have to be loyal to me. You have no right to run away, to go to another company that pays better or like better situations, and I don't have to pay you that much. So they try to squeeze the life out of people. And the problem is the Japanese people has this mentality of gratefulness, and they have this mentality of, let's say, loyalty. They have this mentality of loyalty, and the employer is taking advantage of it. Even if they don't like it, or like they hate the environment, they hate the job, they hate the boss, they will stay there because, one, they feel guilty if they leave, and two, the society will not let them live it. They will not get over it if they leave, and three, the fact that you stay, let's say, jobless for a couple of months or something like this is so not a good look on your CV. And after that, employers will either take advantage of it and give you low salary because of it, or they will not hire you at all. So it's so bad here. It's so bad. The ones on top, they will do everything they can to keep the ones on the bottom. And I'm talking about simple employee. And they will do everything they can to squeeze every drop of advantage of them. Like, they will try to take advantage of the people they work for them. I'm not talking about everybody, but this is a common thing here. You will not see it, for example, in Europe, because society itself will hate that. Society itself will reject that kind of thing. But here, society encourages it. Encourage loyalty, encourage staying with the same company. Now it's getting better, but it's still here. A lot of people suffer because of that. So be careful. Please be careful who you work with. There is also the specified skill worker visa. It falls onto two types. The type number one, the one that you are not allowed to sponsor your family to come with you to live in Japan, and the type number two, that you can bring your family to live with you in Japan. This one is a little different, but it is also very similar to the skilled labor. Okay, so to give you a bit of a general difference between the two, the specified skill labor, you need mid-level of expertise in your industry, and skilled labor, you need to be an expert in your industry, 10 years plus expert. For the specified skilled labor, only one type offering you the option of sponsoring your family. For the skilled labor, you can sponsor your family. For specified skilled labor industry, I have them right here. So we have the construction, nursing, food service, and these kind of industry. For the skilled labor, like chef, craftsmen, pilots, coaches, these kind of skills. Yes, it's clear what we mean by this. But the funny part is, the skilled labor is a pathway for PR. And the specified skilled labor, there is no pathway for PR. It's difficult. If you come here on a specified skilled labor, you work for 5, 6, 7, 10 years, and you try to get your PR, permanent resident, it's gonna be much more difficult than you come here on a skilled labor and you try to get your permanent residency. The specified skilled labor, which what we call in Japanese, ayashi na. Why? They will give you around 5 years max, but usually people ask for 5 years. So you will have a contract of 5 years. And the skilled labor visa, you will have a contract from 1 to 5. You can sign 1 and you can renew it until 5. And it's a little weird because for the skilled one, you have a PR pathway. For the specified skilled one, the PR pathway is difficult, but you get bigger contract. So basically what we're trying to say here, the specified skilled labor is much easier to obtain. You don't need a lot of skills for it. You don't need a lot of expertise in your domain in it. You don't need Japanese. You just need a sponsor that is willing to sponsor you. But it is a little bit of a small, pretty cage. Yes, I'm gonna say it. It's a little cage that will put you in. They will use your labor, but you cannot bring your family, and for one of them. And basically also it's going to be difficult for you in the future to actually have a life. PR, permanent residency. It depends if you're coming here to get some money, and go home to live your life. It's a good idea. But if you want to come here in Japan and live and have your family come live with you, that's gonna be a little bit difficult with the specified skilled labor. Skilled labor, actually, you can. It's not as difficult to have a pathway for PR, permanent residency. You can sponsor your family, come live with you. It's not as easy to get because you need a high level of skills. Let's say you have been a chef, I don't know, cuisine chef, patisserie chef back home for 10 years, and you decide to come here. I don't know, somebody will sponsor you for that, and bam, you're here, you're good. I'm not an expert, but there are a few things that is so clear as sun, as daylight, that you cannot look away from it. Japan is in need of laborers and in need of people who work in industry like nursing homes, plumbers, construction sites. They don't have enough young people to do that. So they have the specified skilled labor to bring people who want to do that and willing to do that. Unfortunately, there is a phenomena here that if you come here under this situation, they will take advantage of you. I'm not talking about the government, I'm talking about the employer. And I'm not talking about everybody, but it's a big possibility. Big possibility that the employer will take advantage of you. They will probably abuse. There was a lot of situation and a lot of cases on the internet that for an employee were being abused and basically physically hit by their employer here in Japan. Not even employer, sometimes it's just a co-worker. Yes, Japanese can be evil. They're human. Remember that. And I'm not talking bad about Japanese. I love them. This is why I live here. But this is something we need to put into daylight. Please be aware that this is a place on planet Earth where good people and bad people live, and some bad people will try to do their best to take advantage of you who came here and not so good situation, not enough money, you don't speak the language, you don't know the law, you have nobody, you're alone, your family's back home waiting for you, hoping you help them, you send them, you have sick members, I don't know, kids, wife, husband, parents. even alone with high hopes and high dream, you come here to do your best. Everybody's different how they're going to handle the situation, but seek help, because there are a lot of establishment that the Japanese government put in place to protect you. Because Japan, the government is aware of this and has taken action. They have put establishment to protect you. So please, if you have this kind of situation, go to them. This is what I did. This is what many foreigners do. If you feel that you are under abuse, go to them, and you will understand if it's the situation or it's not normal. Sometimes you will be under abuse and you do not even know if it's normal, and you don't know if this is like, is this how it is? Am I like being crazy now? Like, this is where the magic of internet come and the magic of research come. Research. Use your little phone. Everybody has a smartphone. Go to any spot on the Wi-Fi. Connect. Do your research. Look it up. Is this normal? Ask Reddit if you have to. Put a comment here if you need to, and I will gladly like tell you, have I seen something like this? Where to go if you need help? Because despite everything, Japan needs workers, and the government's doing its best to provide a good environment, even if bad people exist and racism exists and xenophobia exists. It's the reality, okay? Maybe some influencer will give you the, I don't know, the pretty version of Japan, because they only see it with their rose glasses, because they have the money, they have the correct passport, they have the correct skin color, the correct hair texture, the correct face, they have the right things. So yes, they will experience the sunny, pretty Japan. And if you don't have all of that, you don't have the money, you don't have the language, you don't have the correct skin color, you don't even have the correct face, and you don't have the correct, I don't know, passport, you may suffer it differently. Everybody see the world through their own eyes. I'm making this YouTube to try to help people to see Japan through my eyes, and I may look like white, but I'm not white. I'm not European, I'm African. And just because I'm in this position, I can actually see in my own way what's going on. I see it, I'm aware of it. So please be safe, please be careful. If you have any question about the visa and working here in Japan, let me know. I would love to help you. Bye.